Sometimes when people approach me about wanting my help on a one-to-one basis, their reason for doing so is not, can you help me get started, but rather, I don't know where I'm going wrong. And several times a week, I receive emails, DMs, and comments across my social media and in my email inbox from people asking me for advice on a particular topic. Why am I not getting anywhere with my online swinger dating? My name is Rosie Kay, and I'm an open relationship coach and swinger lifestyle expert. And over on my blog site, ThisKindaGirl.co.uk, I aim to banish the myths and the stigma and the misconceptions as to who swingers and people who practice ethical non-monogamy really are. So if you are somebody who is struggling with their online swinger dating, or perhaps you don't know how the world of swinger dating works, or perhaps you're facing some difficulties, you are going to love this video because I'm going to be talking about the 3 reasons you are struggling to meet people on swinger dating sites. So let's get straight down into it. The first thing that you need to bear in mind, and the first thing that I always ask people is, well, what does your profile say about you? And this is something which a lot of people, especially men, although women and couples get it wrong as well, get wrong time and time again. So do listen up. First impressions count. And if you have a picture of your genitalia or your naked torso or other explicit images readily available on your profile, then this isn't going to send out the right message. Over-sexualized, explicit, or graphic pictures do very little to attract somebody's attention. Sure, they are startling, but not in a good way. And it's really hard to build up a rapport with somebody if all you have to go off is a picture of their genitalia and a few sentences about themselves. And when I speak to couples in clubs, when I speak to clients who I meet, when I speak to people within the lifestyle, I always like to ask them, what do you find unattractive in other swinger profiles? And they always say the same thing. When there's too many pictures that are explicit, or when they're met with a profile picture which is up close and explicit, it's a huge turn off for people. So don't do it. Another reason that these type of pictures, they don't appeal, is they make it really hard for sexual chemistry and intrigue to be built up. If a person has essentially seen it all, then there's very little left to be desired. Also, if you focus on only one area of your body, this reduces you down to little more than the body part in the eyes of the receiver. And I'm quite sure when I say that this is not the type of image that you want to portray. But if that's all that you put out, then what else does a person have to go on? You are more than one part of your anatomy. You are more than one particular piece that you are focusing on. So why do you allow for this to lead your interaction and do all of your talking for you? Body parts can come later. People are interested in who you are, not what your anatomy looks like. And also, it's quite self-deprecating to simply put part of your body out there and say, this is all I stand for. Think about what it is, the message that you're sending. Think about what it is you're saying about yourself. You're saying, this is what I stand for, or this is so important to me, or this is all I have to offer. And people lead with this. And although they may think that, well, I'm on a swinger site, it's adult, it's sexy, it's naughty, it's all these things, it's what people are there for, ultimately, they want to know who you are. Because if you're a genuine person with genuine interest, you want to find out a little bit more about somebody. Even if you're not looking to date them on the long term, even if you're looking for fun and excitement, things like that, people still want to know who the person is, not just what part of their anatomy looks like, because there's more to this than just body parts, okay? So that's number one. Be conscious of what your profile says about you. Number two, another question I always ask people is, well, what do your interactions say about you? How are you interacting with these people? How do you respond when people write to you? Are you engaged in the conversation? Do you reply with one-word answers? Do you copy and paste the same message to all the people that are online now? This is another thing which, again, I've seen time and time again. If you sheepishly admit to any of the above, don't worry because I'm here to help you. A good indication of how serious somebody is about us or the world of online dating in general is how much time and effort they put into their responses or their initial message. If you are guilty of saying, hey, how are you? Or even worse, hey, how, and then are, and then are you, then there's a reason that you aren't getting anywhere. This generic message is probably the blandest interaction you could have initiated. It is, in my opinion, the conversational version of a shrug or a half smile, and as human beings, we don't like those either. And as for one word answer, for the receiver, they do very little to instigate a conversation. It's really hard to build up rapport with somebody and connection and find out more about them when they give you one word answers. It's very hard to engage in a conversation with somebody who replies with yes, no, or a lol, which again, nothing follows on from that. Do you know what I mean? The more you say, the more questions you ask, the more interested you are, the further you will get. And another top tip for when you're asking questions to people, when you're writing questions to people, ask them questions which require an emotional response because people like to dig in a little bit deeper. So instead of saying to somebody, are you going to the club on Saturday? Or are you doing this? Or do you like that? Ask why. Why do you like going to that particular club? Why do you like to engage in cuckolding? How does wearing the outfit make you feel? How did it make you feel when you saw your wife with another guy? Ask questions like this because they generate an emotional response, and it's much easier for people to talk about those experiences and talk about themselves when they have an emotion attached to the conversation. So that's the two. Number three is another question that I always ask people. And I always say to them, I know this sounds harsh, but it's what I do. How hard are you really working? When people approach me or they ask for my help, I'm always transparent with two things. Firstly, you have to be prepared to work hard if you want success. And secondly, I'm not magic. I can't make people swing with you, as ultimately there are too many variables at play. I always say you can enjoy the lifestyle. There's no reason why you can't, but you have to be prepared to work hard. So, what do I mean by this? Number one, make a profile that is engaging, intriguing, and exciting to read. A profile that demonstrates how serious you are about the lifestyle and your intentions. If you're not sure how to do this, click the description in this video below because you'll see links to blog articles I have written, and advice I give my clients, and guides and things like that that I've created for you to help you with this. Number two, invest in a good quality swinger dating site. If you want to meet genuine swingers, it makes sense to go where they are. And in most cases, they're using sites full of genuine swingers. They don't bother with the free sites. They don't bother with the hookup sites. They don't bother with the rubbishy or scammy or, explicit looking sites. They go straight in for the high value sites. That's where they go. They invest their time, their effort, their money, their energy in the high value sites because that's where they're going to meet like-minded people. I recommend SDC or SLS. You can use the ones if you want to. Again, in the description for this video, you can find out more about those sites by clicking on some of the blog articles that I have listed. Number three, take time to learn about the lifestyle. Swinger lifestyle blogs like my own, ThisKindaGirl. Podcasts, there's some fantastic lifestyle podcasts and relationship podcasts out there. YouTube channels like the one you're watching now. Social media, magazines. Yes, there's a magazine for lifestyle available as well. It's called ASN and it's all about lifestyle. They're all available and all at your disposal. When I first started in lifestyle, none of these things existed. There was no such thing as lifestyle podcasters and lifestyle bloggers and writers and coaches. There's nothing like that. I had to learn the hard way, but you don't have to, okay? Because the more you invest into your learning about lifestyle and the more time you invest into learning about what these things entail and the events and how to talk to people and what to expect and what to do and how it all works, the further you will get once you do get involved. It pays to do some research. What are couples looking for in single male swingers? How do vanilla dates with other couples work? How do you approach others in clubs? The answers are all there, but you have to take the first step. I cannot stress to you how important it is to learn about the lifestyle before you get involved. Number 4, be an engaged member of the online community. Some of us look online but remain in the background, waiting for people to come to us. Others put themselves out there and engage with others via things such as Discord communities, online communities, and chats on swinger websites, or even social media. A lot of clubs, a lot of podcasters, a lot of event organizers, they all have their own Discord chat channels now where people who are interested in going to the club or interested in their content or whatever it is they provide can join together and chat about it. It's a really common way of finding other people now. There's quite a lot of Discord swinger groups that I'm part of, and I'm going to use one for an example, the Unseen Lounge events company in Nottingham. Their Discord community is huge and it's got hundreds and hundreds of members. Now, they don't host parties every week, but what they do is build a huge community. So when they do have a party or when other members are arranging things, everybody gets to know about it. And there's so many different chat channels on there. And there's so many different ways of meeting people and finding out more about them and reaching out to people online. So things like the Discord channels, they are there. I do have my own as well. There is a link to it. The reason I mentioned the Unseen Lounge one is because it's very popular and it's really well done. So I wanted to mention that as well. Now, swinger success, as I say, it is out there and there's no reason why you can't be part of the community. If you are inspired to take control of your experiences and start making it happen, then why not take the first steps? If you've enjoyed this video, as I hope you have, and you can see I'm very passionate, I'm very excited about swinger lifestyle, then do please hit the descriptions hit the description for this video below, click on the links, visit my site, ThisKindaGirl.co.uk, to find out more about lifestyle and the world that I work in. If you'd like to contact me for a coaching session or any more of my work, or download my guides or watch more of my videos, you can do. I shall see you all next time. Thank you very much for watching.